Hey there everybody, BRW Solo here, and we're going to do some technical analysis on Bitcoin, TX, and some others. Want to show you what's going on with the market so far, and is it something that if you're a bull, do you have to worry about it? Well, in my opinion, nothing is broken yet. I think we're good. Let's just look here and zoom in on the 200-week moving average, still holding. We still have structural support right there, this red line, which it is the point of control for the bulls and bears. So if you break 60,000, bears are in control. If bulls hold it, then there's a case that here very shortly we'll start seeing a massive run. The biggest indicator we're going to have to watch is this. This is exhaustion for the bears. This needs to fully dissipate, so we're still going to have some time potentially into August. Once this is fully cleared and we start picking back up, we can pretty much expect a rally to come. And with the RSI, we have bullish divergence. Price is coming down, but strength is going up. So another really strong case as we consolidate. And then as we zoom in a little bit more into Bitcoin's price action, we can see that Bitcoin has had a little rally and a short little drop right to the 618, which is really good. We want to see a little more momentum pick up and then address this 200-day moving average. Once we break that, I'm pretty sure the bull case is in and the big rally is right upon us. Now let's look at TX. So TX, if you guys are interested in TX projects, RWA, I would I'd highly recommend looking into this coin. I think it's very promising. This is a coin I'm a validator on for BRW Capital. And so the idea behind this is, well, let's talk about this technically here. Since March 6th, so about 106 days already, we have been in this free fall in this channel here, and we're expecting at some point here to break out. Now, Tuesday's a big day, as everybody knows. June 23rd, the launch of the Super app wallet for TX is going to be launched, and we're expecting a limited marketplace launch to come with that. So as we can tell here, we are building momentum here on the RSI. So this is a little cleaner structure here. We're finally going into the confirmation zone. And then of course with the MACD is also crossing. There is just no headwind for anything structural that I see for TX. So TX is looking good. Like I said, we're still waiting to see if we can hold these two moving averages here over the weekend. Weekends always are weakest point because liquidity is just stifled for some reason on the weekends, probably because banks are closed. But we're holding these two moving averages, which is the 21 and the 9. So as long as we hold that, if we do fail, expect a drop to 0.0043, which you can see here we have had a lot of resistance, a breakout, and hopefully we can just hold that. If we drill down into this point over the next couple of days, that's okay. I just want to see if we can just bounce off somewhere here into Tuesday's time frame for the launch, and then let's see what happens there, right? So I do want to have your attention turn to this page here, because this is a little speculative chart that I created. This is TX regarding what I expect price action will look like if two things happen. We would have to see Clarity Act come through, and we would have to see the full execution of solo tax. So in my opinion, I believe there's a lot of compression with this. It's been many years in development. With the onset of the newly accepted tokenization launch, pretty much throughout the entire institutional industry, I would expect something really good. So let's dive into this for a second here. So as you can see, the price action here has dropped. We talked about this. It's about an 88% drop. This is really good. Why is it really good? Because it creates structure for us to create our targets. Now, if it plays along somewhere like I think, I'm actually taking this fractal from Ethereum, by the way. So if it does, I would expect somewhere around August, potentially where we would start seeing some massive moves, right? Again, speculation, not financial advice, but if it does play out, I'd like to, for you guys to see how I'm seeing this play out for now, subject to change. Now, each orange column is a PSE drop, and you can see on the very bottom, there's your supply that just adds up each month. Now, this is a very overextended target, but it is very likely, or plausible, I should say, given that when you have a launch like this that drops, and you have your initial price in, right? So you're going to have your rational exuberance, and then probably some ranging here. I believe this is a 70% drop within this range. So if you hit the 2618, you usually come down to this 2 and hold support. So you could see 85 cents and then range between 40 and then 23 cents, depending on how the market is going to look like here over the next year. So I'm pretty optimistic. You probably see market caps ranging between 7 billion to 13 billion between September and March. So to me, I think that's really plausible, given that the top 10 cryptos right now are already over $10 billion in market cap. And then every coin, of course, is going to be growing. So we're probably going to see maybe 30 coins, in my opinion, reach over $10 billion market cap. So to me, this is very plausible, very realistic. I just think that it would just need some time to consolidate if we do hit these numbers. So expect something like this, but also, we'll have a bearish case here later on once I get some more information on that. But yeah, just to give you some more confluence on Ethereum, for example. So the way I did that is when I measured it, Ethereum came out right around here. And if we measure our targets, which I have to really adjust this again, sorry. Let's put the 2.272, 261, 2618. And so you could see this one hit the 2.272. So we're just measuring the inception drawdown followed by the structural behavior that follows. And so you have this ranging area. And then Solana had somewhat of a similar dynamic here. The only structure I could see starting right over there, where big move up and hit the 2618, followed by the 2.272. So, things like that. I mean, it could obviously shoot up a little bit more, but I'm just saying the structural setup with the drawdown is what we care about. And we've had a really nice setup here since March for TX. And even with Dogecoin, actually, this is a longer term coin. So if you look and you do your Fibonacci from the time it started, it took some time. It hit right on the money, the 1618, then it hit the 2.618, and then, had oscillated around the 2.272. But also, if I turn this 2 on right there, you can see that usually when it hits this 2.618, it will settle down right at the 2. So turning back straight to TX, that's what I expect. You see 85 cents, we could probably come back down to 23 cents just to filter out all that speculative behavior. And then, of course, the coin will probably find a footing here and then just regulate, mostly because, it's going to be an environment where institutions are going to want maybe a stable price. I'm not too sure here, but expect something like that. We're still watching Bitcoin. And then really, I think that's kind of everything for the most part. I'll have another video here and we'll talk a little bit more on the short-term action of TX next week. I'm expecting to see something regarding the launch. So hopefully that helps. And if there's any other feedback you guys like to give me, let me know. I just want to make sure the charts are delivered in a way that's easier for you to understand. Of course, some of this stuff is technical. So anyways, if you guys like the content, you guys can support me with BiBBY Capital, my validator, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.